Winter Wonderland.
Dave Cos, thank you so very much. I'm going to take him everywhere I go.
I was going to say, can you just move in with us?
I will just. I'm going to pull up and fill my car with gas, and he's going to be playing. You can
to your life. Literally.
Follows you around and plays.
Her new Hallmark Channel original movie is called A Perfect Christmas. Is premiering this Saturday, the 16th. Susie Abermite is here with us, but we're going to find out. This is not such a perfect Christmas, or at least for your character.
It starts off that way. My character Cynthia, she just started a event planning business, and her husband is a top lawyer. He ends up getting fired. She ends up finding out she's accidentally pregnant. Oh, no. And then the in-laws that they don't really get along with are coming over, and mayhem ensues. And it's how do you they keep trying to tell each other their secrets, and things just keep piling up and piling up. I mean, it's like it's like real life. It's reality. It's reality.
It's like watching your own family.
Watching just your whole life in full.
On the holidays.
Yeah, it's usually
which is so relatable, by the way.
Yeah, we actually have a really great clip of you and your husband Steve getting into a snowball fight that goes even worse for you. Take a look.
How come you're not sledding?
I was hanging with your mom. I feel like we had a real breakthrough.
Well, you're having a breakdown.
Go ahead and laugh. No, I think we really turned a corner.
Congratulations. That's really big stuff.
Right?
Hey, Stevie.
That's such a cheap shot. Sweetie, it's on.
I didn't say start. I didn't.
No good snow back here. Snowball.
It's all ice. I got nothing.
No, sweetie, baby, honey. No, you wouldn't.
Oh, would you?
Yeah, but you're nicer than me, so.
Oh, you sure about that? Not anymore!
No.
Story of my life.
Oh my gosh, that makes me feel sick to my stomach.
Well, no. There's just awkward things just seem to happen to me like that all the time. I'll just say, like, at the worst timing and tact, and I'll just say the thing. I'll just put my foot in my mouth.
Please tell me you've never hit your boyfriend's mother in the face with a snowball.
No, that hasn't happened. No.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do lots of other wrong things. So.
Well, something that you did incredibly right, in my opinion. Last year, you celebrated your holiday with your boyfriend in the most amazing way.
I did, yeah.
What'd you do?
We went to Machu Picchu, and it was so magical. It's like the, one of the wonders of the world.
Oh my goodness.
I've always wanted to go to Machu Picchu, and it was one of the most incredible experience. So spiritual, and I mean, you just sort of see this. The tremendous beauty and what they created and what was still there, the ruins of everything.
They drop you off in a helicopter?
I know.
So that was interesting. So that was fun. So we had
That's a little scary. I'm just gonna say it.
So it's basically thousands and thousands of feet down, and everyone's just walking on the ledge like da 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 da. And I'm just like, what's wrong with you people? You guys could all die.
Oh, no.
And so it was really hilarious because he felt like he had to document it because there was 80-year-old grandmas passing me. He's like, okay, listen. He's like, if the 80-year-old grandma passes you, we're gonna have a problem. And so I'm like trying to crawl. I'm like, I can do this. I'm terrified.
But it's scary. If you get inside your head and you're afraid of heights, I'm
afraid of heights.
Me too.
Terrified.
It's so scary.
Terrified.
You have to keep looking up.
Well, I know, but when they say that, keep looking up, and then you look down and
Yeah, or look at the horizon.
Well, because it was like this much and you fall to your death.
So, but that travel, I don't know if it's inspired you to, or whether you like to travel, but you're going to Germany now.
Yes.
This is for something completely different.
Yes.
You're scouting locations for a movie.
Yeah, for a short I did that was inspired by my dad's experience in the Holocaust. He was a child and, he experienced some serious, tremendous things as a child.
Did you know about this, or was this something that your family was aware of?
When I was interviewing him for Duke University, there was this class called My Life Hyphenated, and it's feeling like you're in two different worlds. Like, he was German and American, so I was like, well, how does that feel to not really fit in? And so as I'm interviewing him, things start to unfold that, oh my God, because he talked about starving in the war, but you know, being in a Holocaust camp, that was really intense, and he, you know, broke down crying, and it was, yeah.
You weren't aware of that? Or
No,
none of it?
no, not,
So it all
nobody
came-
knew. No, not my mom or anyone.
And it's about he and your grandfather's experience, or just your dad's?
No, I think that the clip that we'll talk about, I mean, he talks about in depth kind of what happened to him and his you know, he was held at gunpoint, or him and his family, and they were.
I mean, that must have been
let's
hard
take a
for
look.
you
Yeah.
to even
Yeah.
ask your father these
Oh,
questions.
I was a bawling wreck. I mean, yeah.
I want to see the interview
Yeah.
of it.
Let's
We'll
take a
talk
look
on
at
the other
this.
side. Let's take a look at this.
You know, a couple of guys with guns show up, and you know, that's kind of what I remember. Yeah. And you know, a couple of weeks later, they come back, and then my father's gone. You know, so. God. We were at that point. Again, fleeing from the Russians. We had started on a horse-drawn wagon. Well, the Russians caught up with us. Well, they of course took the horses and you know, ditched the wagon and put us in cattle cars and sent us back to Poland. You know, basically 3/4 of the way from where we had come. Made us work on a collective farm. My mother and my aunt and I. And you know, the conditions weren't that healthy. And you know, the Russians. Occupation troops, they get drunk a lot and occasionally shoot up people, and you know, people died. Yeah, yeah. You know, life. Yeah. God.
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Take some of these things too. Come on.
You know,
Oh, the
Things are getting real at home and family.
you know, in all his pain, he still found a moment to have some humor.
Yeah,
Just
well,
sit there.
that's what the Abramites do. We try to create some levity. And
Did he just sort of keep that from you to shelter you from that all your years?
I mean, I imagine with any trauma that's that extreme, you don't want to burden anyone with your pain and loss, and you know, how can anyone relate? You know, I mean, really. Right. So I felt so inspired to write something about a German girl, daughter of a Nazi, falls in love with a Jew, and how their worlds intertwine and unite, and how, you know, the father, who's a Nazi, ends up giving his life for these two lovers. So, yeah. So he was actually. When he was dying, I told him the story, and I was laying by his hospital bed and told him about the story that I was writing, and he was so inspired. He's like, "You're inspired by me." And then, you know, the story was called A Fighter, and so, like, the last words he wrote were, like, "I'm a fighter," like, right before he died, and the last words I said was, like, "I'm going to make you proud with this." So it was a very, very emotional thing.
Wow.
You were clearly very close with your dad, and he did pass when you were really young. You were just 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say was your favorite thing about your father?
His kindness, his soulful, childlike eyes, his integrity, his tremendous character that, you know, no matter what happened to him, he, you know, he won the World Cup in rowing. He was like, went to Harvard Business School. He didn't speak a lick of English and applied to one school and was like, you know, he was just that kind of, and everyone, I didn't really know much about my dad growing up, but like, there was a moment when I was on the plane and people were like, "Oh yeah, you work for Tyco," and we start talking, and like, "You must know my father, you know, Richard Abermine." They're like, "Oh my God, Rich, this is Richard Abermine. This is," you know. So that was like a really beautiful moment that I got to see all the people that loved him. And
Well, you were clearly your father's daughter. You had all those same
Let me
attributes.
tell you,
Thank
he's
you.
very proud of
Thank you.
what the seed
you.
that he planted and what you've grown
Thank
into
you.
for doing what you're doing.
awesome.
Thank you so much. We
Thank
need
you.
Dave Koz right now. I'm telling you. That
Need some more music.
My goodness. Tune in this Saturday, 8 o'clock for the premiere of A Perfect Christmas. It's right here on Hallmark Channel. Wow, what a great story, though. I have to see that when you're...
Thank you.